Seven Samurai, more like the 7-hour samurai.
Got him.
He's fucking 3.5 hours long.
Is this the Chris Pratt one?
Oh, the Japanese, like
The Japanese one.
the fucking Godzilla guys.
You got it.
They made other movies.
Is Godzilla
Like
in this movie?
No, I wish.
That'd be banger.
7 Godzilla.
Well, imagine like Japanese guys watching old American movies and be like, "Oh, is John Wayne in this one too?"
The answer is yes, because it's an American movie in the 50s.
Dude, no. Watching modern ones. Oh, is The Rock in this one too?
Yes, because he's in every other film.
The horse said that.
The horse.
They implied the horse said that.
How did they achieve those old wipes like that back in the day?
They must have literally
They
wiped
physically wiped the film.
with a face cloth.
Why does every guy in this film have the top of their head shaved?
Is that the style?
百姓には我慢すよか方法はねえだよ。長いものには巻かれるだよ。
So which one of them is like, or we get 7 badasses?
I'm putting together a team. Chris Pratt, the American version, teams up John Wayne 7 times.
Time to take a shit.
I'm so upset.
貴様の男さえ行くべ。
They all look like the old man.
Yeah, only one of them narrows it down.
Old man. That's man. He doesn't even get a name.
Yes,
His
he-
name is Old Man.
I love his costume.
I love. That's a bitchin' raincoat.
It is. Why don't people wear that today? Is it because ponchos are more effective?
As the owner of a poncho, no, they're not. That is pure style.
They're not hay tied together haphazardly.
That guy is the most sad man I've ever seen.
やろう。
Jerk.
やちか。
This man has a sword. You're naked.
That dude on the right has the worst haircut.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he
He
does.
has hair at all.
Look at the back of his head.
Oh. Yes. I love the cartoon logic of the old samurai movies where someone doesn't really realize it for a few seconds and then they go, "Oh."
God, he just looks so sad all the time.
His face is just depression.
Oh, so these are 3 of the 7 samurai, hopefully, maybe.
Maybe.
Looks it.
Because he does have a very large sword, even though he jumps up and dances when he wins.
He didn't fight though.
He did not fight at all. He took full credit for that.
では飲む人はいえ40機だ。
Let me think of a number. Something arbitrary, perhaps.
Something that rhymes with samurai.
My favorite number, Alamurai.
The Magnificent Samurai is a great title for this review.
Yes, it is.
The Samurai 7.
The Magnificent Seven Samurai.
Or 7-7.
The 7-7.
7-7.
I like this guy.
What, the bitch boy bootlicker samurai?
Yeah.
I also like him.
おーい。おーい。
They recruited 4 more off screen.
No.
Yeah, it just starts now.
So he told them 4. They came back with 7, but he wanted them to bring 10.
Yes!
This guy's gonna get hit. Or he's gonna block it with his hat.
Doesn't even enter. That's
Wow.
even better. Hell yeah.
Smart as hell. So it's now the 3 samurai.
Tight.
They still haven't technically recruited Longsword Man. And they spent way too much time with him. I don't think he's just gonna disappear.
このアホ。だからあれほど。
Great, you made him even sadder now.
This man exudes depression.
いいですかね。
Eat one of the samurai. You got 6? That's not that bad.
ついてくるか。はい。
Will you join us? Sure.
That was the best recruitment ever.
His hair started to grow back. That's how long they've been here.
Huh. That's a good way to show the passage of time.
Or they just didn't shave it again and kept filming.
Do you think the actor really is chopping all that wood, or are they cutting?
There's no way they're cutting.
He's cutting wood.
Got him. That's not a prop then. That's a fucking axe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty dangerous on
They
set.
didn't have props in the 50s.
They didn't care at all about safety then.
Yeah.
Imagine doing that today.
Oh my god, please just start fucking fighting.
I kind of like it though.
This is definitely how the fight would be.
Yeah.
Most of like Hollywood fighting is not real. It's all just
Yeah.
like posturing.
I know it's not real. And samurais are very methodical, except that guy. Look at that samurai move.
Back up and bring the sword way away from
And go,
your center. I was expecting like a stream of blood to shoot out of his neck or something like
In the
that.
50s.
No, they didn't get that violent just yet. They still had the Hays Code in
Ah,
place, I think.
You're right.
I know what you mean though, that like Tarantino
Dum, dum.
style, because
Yep.
he was inspired by like these old samurai movies. But I don't think that
Exactly.
happens till like the 60s or 70s.
It's a shame. Oh, that means that Magnificent is gonna be magnificent.
3 minutes of posturing and then 1, 2.
It's one of the reasons I love Clint Eastwood cowboy movies because they build on that tension for so long.
I like it because it's more realistic of what would happen in an actual fight. It's not 4 minutes of sword play.
Now,
And
don't
then,
get me wrong. I also love 10 minutes of just swordplay.
Yeah, no, that's good too.
10 minutes of swordplay works for like old ancient sword, like the 300. Like it works for a movie like that because that's how the fighting was. Samurais killed in one hit. That's it.
So he's supposed to be the least samurai of the 7.
I don't think he's a real samurai.
Probably not. Probably not.
He just has a sword.
I mean,
Yeah, because he was asked at the beginning of the movie, "Are you a samurai?" and he dodged the question.
right. And that scene makes more sense now since he like took full credit. Like, oh, it's dead now, yay, and danced. He
Yeah,
didn't
we
do
did
anything.
it.
He didn't do shit. Since the movie is spending so much time on his character, do you think that he is one of the 7?
Yes.
100%.
Okay, so he's gonna learn the trials and tribulations, or just die.
I
in
think
the
that's his
process?
character arc, because he's going to
Okay.
become a real samurai.
Hell yeah.
I like how the way to make him drunk is to make it look like he got hit by a car.
Also, a good samurai would not let his sword be taken like that.
Yeah, so he's 100% not a samurai.
Yeah.
He's also drunk as fuck.
Yup. Isn't the poster just him screaming with a sword in his hands?
So the final fight is going to be 7 on 40.
That's why it lasts so long, because they're all one-hit kills. And it's just rapid fire.
That's
Oh,
only
dude.
40 blows. Divided by 7 people, that's about 6 blows per person.
I could watch that.
So I think at this point they have all 7. Although it looks like they're not initially taking him with them.
Why would they?
Good point. So I think he's going to like follow them and be like, "Fuck you, let me help."
6 samurai also alliterates, though, so they're fine.
This is a weird scene.
It's a very weird scene.
Is he worried about the samurai fucking the shit out of his daughter? Oh, yes.
He could have approached this very calmly.
Yeah, a lot better than this. Screaming at her and yelling.
And like attacking her with a straight razor.
Oh, see, now it's gonna come out all janky and shit. This is the worst possible way to have done this. I thought samurai had, like, honor and wouldn't do that.
Well, he's not a samurai. He's a villager.
Okay, the one guy.
Counterpoint, just because they're supposed to doesn't mean they do.
Ah, the Jedi philosophy. Best way to catch fish?
With my
Reveal
butt
your
cheeks.
Entire body.
It's a tiny little bitch fish.
Let's all eat one fin. We are watching the torture of an animal on
What do you
screen.
mean he's just cooking it? That's not torture.
It's alive. It got speared through the face.
It's just being cooked alive. That's
what
not torture.
fishing means. This fucking guy. Why is his sword so comically he's like a Final Fantasy character.
Dude.
His sword's the size of him.
7 samurai, but he has the Buster sword.
I don't know why the entire village is like, man, they're gonna fuck our daughters. Like,
None of these dudes are sexually attractive.
No, this is one that's like a strapping young lad.
Yeah, but he's got like that weird intentional bald spot.
samurai, please do not fuck our children.
Do you think we're gonna fuck your daughters? Because we're not. We promise. Except maybe.
So it's old man, kid who wanted to be his apprentice, longsword man, old man's friend from the war or something, guy they met in the field, wood
chopper
man,
guy. Yep,
and then
this asshole.
5 Jedi, a Padawan, and then some dude who found a lightsaber on a dead Jedi's body. I think they've done a very good job of setting up not only the individual samurai, but even the villagers.
Well, I think those two big dudes, the two big samurais, Gorogu and
Gorohai, yeah.
one of his friends, look very similar.
They do
and
look
don't
very
have a lot going for them yet. Now, granted, there's 7 more hours of movie, so maybe they'll have something to discern them.
That is clearly a woman.
So where did not Samurai Man come from? He wasn't part of the farm village.
No,
He's just following them.
he doesn't even know his own name. He stole a birth certificate and just goes by that name.
He's just some random Ronin dude who showed up at the village. and
Not even a
pretends.
Ronin, he's just a fucking drifter with a sword.
Dumb drifter.
This is a really good scene because he's calling out the hypocrisy of samurai, whereas
Mm-hmm.
in war, if they were against this village, they'd fucking burn it down. So you can't say that you're honorable people
Mm-hmm.
because now
That's
you're
probably what
saying-
happened to him. That's why he's so upset.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's real. Oh my god,
That's really good
this movie's
character.
got great.
And I love how they all just sit there and let him have his moment. They don't freak
And
out.
now they chop his head off.
また。いや、なんでもない。もうよい。
No, everything's fine. Go away.
We're the Six Samurai. Change the title. I want to real quick play Guess the Rotten Tomato score with this movie.
It's an old classic and awesome. 100.
98.
Okay. Jake, dead on the money.
Yeah, baby.
A lot of American classics
Or boring.
I don't like, but a lot of foreign classics slap.
Yeah.
The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari is one of my favorite fucking films ever.
So good.
So good.
The soundtrack makes that movie for me. It's so
Yeah.
fucking eclectic.
But like Citizen Kane,
terrible.
it's all right.
I don't think it's
Boring.
terrible. I think it's good.
It's good. It's good.
If
it's
you
not great.
if you know the twist going into the movie, it's not good, and I knew the twist going into the movie.
I mean, everyone knows the twist going in the movie.
But I think
That's
it's
the
still
thing.
good though. That's
Yeah, no, I'm on
No,
your side.
'cause I
It's
think
good. It's just
the
not as
mystery
good
is
as
what
pe-
makes that movie really good.
I'm
and
on your
I thought
side,
it was.
Jake. It's good, but it's
one
not
of
as
us
good
is
as
gonna have to
people make it
DC it at one point.
Yeah, it's not gonna be me, dog. I don't want to watch
Is that
Citizen
not
Kane.
Best Picture,
again.
Thom?
You pick Monty Python.
I don't want to watch Citizen Kane a third time.
I wonder how many of these samurai are gonna die by the end of the movie.
I'm gonna say the Ronin dies.
I'm gonna wager that Kikushio and Katsushiro are gonna be the only two that survive.
I don't know.
The Apprentice and the Rogue.
I think most of them are gonna live. I think maybe one or two dies. Maybe the erratic idiot who isn't a samurai sacrifices himself because he's noble now at the
That
end.
would be cool.
Nah, I think he's gonna live and like become an actual samurai,
Maybe.
you know, and like carry on the legacy of the men he fought with.
I like both of those things. I think they're gonna fuck.
Consensually?
Yeah, he just brought her rice, like real rice.
Oh,
that's a
therefore-
sign of marriage.
Therefore, he is owed.
It's like penguins, where you give them pebble and then they're married. Oh my god.
How sad. I didn't know Larry Talbot was an old Japanese woman.
He's criticizing this old woman. He's like, wow, she wants to die. What a bitch.
Yeah.
Her whole family got taken by bandits, and she has nothing. What if I got that haircut?
You would get equally the same amount of pussy that you're getting now. No wonder there's like huge rice stereotypes about Japanese people. That's all they eat in this movie.
That's
It's cheap and easy to afford.
in real life too.
It's like the stereotype that college kids eat ramen. Yeah, it's fucking cheap as shit.
Yeah.
Easy to grow.
You know what this is reminding me of? Based on pace and length.
Mandalorian.
No, a nice mini series.
Fuck yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing.
Like The Irishman, kind of reminiscent of a mini series because it's 3.5 hours.
If you split it into like half-hour episodes,
It could literally be like
a
season.
7-episode, yeah, nice little mini series.
Yeah,
I'd watch the fuck out of a Seven Samurai mini series.
100%. We kind of are.
What a banging soundtrack.
Let's go through every number ever.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I think they made a movie.
Yeah.
Kubo and Two Strings. 3 Days of the Condor. I am
I am
number 4.
number 4.
I'm number 4.
Of course it's gonna be I am number 4.
Fast
Fast
Five.
5.
Fast 6.
Magnificent 6. Or Ridiculous 6. Hateful
Like,
8.
wait, which Magnificent 7? The one with Chris Pratt?
Chris Pratt specifically.
Hateful 8. That's the Cowboy Number trilogy.
Yep.
9.
Just
9.
9. Yep. 10 little...
No, it's not what that's
Indians. 10 little Indians.
It's not what that's
which
called.
is also kind of racist.
it's slightly less racist.
called. Jason X. X means 10 in that.
And it's the 10th Jason. Yep.
Yep.
That's why they called it Jason X.
Are they booby trapping their land?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Why would you not?
Fair enough.
Yo, this bitch crazy.
I'm gonna stick my dick in it though.
She doesn't even look like a boy. Like he did a terrible job of disguising his daughter.
Mulan also doesn't look like a boy in Mulan.
She kind of does, because the characters look the same in the animation style.
みんな家に入れという野武士が来たと言っても3人いいか
Oh hell yeah! Action sequence time.
いかん気がついたな
Yeah, no shit. They've seen you. All 7 of you are staring out the window.
He's more of a samurai cheerleader.
That's so mean. Oh damn!
Ooh.
Fucking professional.
Fuck yeah. I never thought I'd like an action movie where the action scenes are 10 seconds.
See, this is cool because the villagers are showing their violent tendencies that the samurai suspected they would have.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now, to be fair, the bandit rape, pillage, and, like, kill their families.
Yep.
Yeah, but
So-
but remember earlier when they discovered the samurai armor and weaponry, they were like, these villagers are gonna be fucking crazy and probably try to like slaughter somebody.
That guy has like 7 swords.
You can never have too many swords.
I agree.
3人行けばまず無理をせずに10人は蹴る
Maybe they should have gotten 10 samurai like the old man wanted.
Technically, they only have 6.
No,
6.5.
it's like 6.3.
And a samurai enthusiast.
6 and a cosplayer.
Just burn the whole place down.
I was thinking the same thing, actually.
What? Thank you!
They're smart.
My spider sense is tingling. I think exactly 7 samurai, maybe 6.5, are showing up.
I bet that's Shino's mom. She does not look that concerned that it's
I know,
on
I don't know
fire.
why she's not doing anything.
Probably because she hates her life. Was I right? Please be Shino's mom. Yeah. I
That's-
think that's not his daughter. Okay, so I was right. It was his wife, but
Yeah.
I mixed up their family.
Wait, 6 samurai?
Now it's 6.
Oh, you think
Now
that,
it's 5.5.
you think that guy with the fucking spears is gonna come back and be like, all right, 7 time?
We need 8 samurai.
It's a metaphorical 7 samurai. I'm here for your barley and women.
話すのは船長
Oh,
They have fucking guns.
a samurai's worst nightmare. Getting shot. Well, they can only fire those muskets once.
That still takes out half the samurai.
One guy dies. All right, fuck it. Retreat. No more.
とっさまあの声で死ぬ気だいつも死ぬんなら水車の音聞きながら死にてっつってただ
Imagine having your greatest dream in life to be dying in a barn.
Always wanted since the day he was born. That barn, trying to die in it.
You gotta understand, it's where he was born, so his net velocity in life will be 0. It's like if Ian was a warrior.
The battle cry.
Yo, hey, what's the look for? He looks so depressed all the time.
So they already shot one of their muskets, so it's going to take at least 40 minutes to reload that. 70 minutes.
こいつは俺だ
This is actually him from the future as a baby, saving him
He
from the
invents
past
time
as a
travel to
baby.
try to save his village, and he
Yeah,
gets
that-
stuck in a loop where he always fails.
That line was meant to be taken literally.
Yeah.
The baby is me.
It actually is, though.
In Magnificent Seven, it's gonna be the reverse, where everyone has guns, and they're like, shit, 3 of them have samurai swords.
You know, filmmakers in this day and age would be like, all right, we got to conclude the trilogy with a Magnificent Seven versus the Seven Samurai crossover finale movie that sets up the cinematic universe of 7 people fighting each other.
Wow, I would not watch that movie.
Those are all the samurai that have died so far.
That is 7.
That-
They're all dead.
That's every
including
single
the one that's not a samurai. I like this final fight because it's like a slower siege because they were prepping the town for a long-term defense. All right, we've bought ourselves an hour to go and attack them. It'll be interesting in Mag 7 because you can't really be a fake cowboy.
Sure you can.
No,
Just
you
be a
can't.
guy with a gun.
Samurai is actually like a title and a code and stuff. Cowboy, any jackass can be a cowboy.
As long as you know how to shoot.
I could be a cowboy right now.
Yeah. He got a gun.
Yeah, that's what he went for.
Not a scratch on him. He's taking a nap.
Well, yeah, he just took all night to get a gun.
1 samurai and his 6 friends.
あなた
The Americans saw that word and were like, hold up. I got an idea.
Let me take this movie and gentrify it.
Do you think they're gonna have rice balls in Magnificent Seven and call them bagels or donuts?
Donuts. Jelly donuts.
This jelly donut is delicious.
おーいまずい起動そうおー
This movie's Chewbacca noises.
It is a collection of Chewbacca noises.
I want to know who popularized that hairstyle in Japan, because they need to be fucking executed.
John Badhair.
Inventor of all bad hair.
回転おいくれ
Oh, they're just doing that over and over again? That's
There's
so
no way they
funny.
keep falling for it.
I mean, they have so far.
この人こそ本当の侍です強胆で腕はすごいし
He's gonna die. They're talking so good about that man. That means he's
He's
dead.
absolutely gonna die.
あの敵のいっぱいいる山の中へまるでキノコでも取りに行くように
Why don't you just marry him if you love him so much?
How many bandits are left? Is that all of them?
That is all of them, yes.
If that's all of them, the Samurai can probably just take them. Hey, it's a poster shot.
Yeah, now he's dressed like he was in the
Yep.
poster.
Oh, is he pretending to be a bandit?
Damn right he is.
Oh, he has his ass cheeks hanging out. That's how you know he's a bandit.
Exactly.
Dude, they did not believe in pants in this period of time. In
I don't
Japan.
believe in pants now.
That was an awesome sequence.
Yes, it was.
They fell for it again.
Not depression the man.
So I believe it is down to the first guy, his apprentice, the fake samurai, the badass, the one they met in the field, are the last 5. Yeah, Heihachi has been killed and Gorobai has been killed. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep this straight in my head because I'm terrible with names in foreign films.
Oh, he punches her in the face? What the fuck?
Jesus Christ, Yohai.
That's so much worse than consensual sex, assaulting someone.
For having consensual sex. I like how they were concerned that all the samurai were going to want to have sex with their daughters.
And then virgin dude does it.
5 out of the 7 are old as fuck and unattractive.
今確か侍と言ったわ
Who was it? There's one good-looking young samurai.
He's still in the bandit armor.
He wants his butt cheeks hanging out.
Dude, it's raining.
He broke his big sword.
Shit.
Oh,
Good thing he had other swords ready. Oh!
Wait a minute, was that
That was badass, man.
Oh my god, he's my favorite fucking character.
That was so unceremonious. Kikuchiyo got shot. I'm amazed. I thought he would definitely live.
Or at the very least, go out with a fucking amazing action scene.
Yeah, by
Like
killing
this?
their leader.
Killing the leader?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah. And his ass.
More like the 3 samurai.
Got him.
So it's the old guy, his friend, and his apprentice are the 3 who survived. I guess that's out of 10?
No, there's more movie.
I guess there is.
Celebration! Get the
Ewok.
Ewoks in here. Yay, most of them died. Woo.
Yeah, but the village lived.
The village is fine.
They don't give a shit. They're like, yeah, I got my crops. I'm happy. Yeah, I guess we can do out of 10. What are we feeling?
That's tough, because I really like it, but I do have some issues.
This is like a fantastic miniseries.
It is really good. I do think it's a little long.
I disagree. I think it's perfect.
The bad guys are very incompetent, is my only issue. Like, monumentally incompetent. Every time they rode in, like, half of them were, like, dangling off their horses already and dying immediately because they sucked.
Kikuchiyo, his sword is in his mound. Look, the broken one.
Yeah.
You can tell because the handle's longer and thicker.
That's awesome.
That is really good. Otherwise, that's, like, the only real criticism I have is how incompetent the bandits were at most points, you know? But overall, it's really good. I think maybe, like, an 8 or a 9. I'm leaning more towards 8.
I'm going to give this movie a 9. I really do understand why people love it. I might... I don't know, because I can't really... Maybe even a 10. I'm not sure. But it's fantastic. The only thing I can say is maybe have the other samurai developed a bit more. But that's, you know...
Yeah,
something
because
they
2
didn't
of
really-
them I don't know anything about.
Yeah, 2 of them I kept getting mixed up. But honestly, this is a fantastic film.
Yeah, very good.
You know, I really do understand why it is like one of the most influential films ever made. This was definitely, I can see how this would have been a game changer. So, you know, yeah, I'm going to go with a 10.
I think I'm going to give it a 9. It's a really, really strong 9. I was thinking 8 for a while, but I don't know, like a lot of the way that like the characters develop themselves and their interplay with each other and how you learn more about them with like each passing scene, it just keeps getting better and better. And I'm hesitant to say 10, but I'm not far. I'm going to
Yeah.
stick with a 9 for now just because like I want to process it a little longer. But yeah, I agree with the runtime is perfect. I love how long and methodically slow-paced it was. If it were released in this day and age, then it'd just be a miniseries on Netflix or something like that.
Yeah, very true.
Like Irishman, where it's like a really big, long movie you can pause whenever you want to. But I really, really enjoyed that, and that's one of my favorite dealer's choices we've ever seen.
No, it was very good.
Right
I'm not
towards
gonna
the
fault
top of the list.
So, with that, Ian. Oh, wait, no, never
With
mind.
that-
Get the fuck
Ian,
out. We got another one coming up right
I'm
next.
recommending The Magnificent Seven.
Was that the one with Chris Pratt
No, it's Yul Brynner.
and Eli Wallach?
Dude, Lightning's dad?
Thom Conroy.
That's probably Tom with a silent H. Oh, well, they actually acknowledge it. That's dope.
I thought they just rip it off.
Papa, bandits. We need to go hire a samurai.
All right, guys, guess the Rotten Tomatoes.
Of this one?
Yep.
100.
100.
Solid guesses because of the last one, but 88.
Wow.
It's only mostly loved.
What's the Rotten Tomatoes of The Magnificent Seven with Chris Pratt?
Oh, I have that one too. You want to guess?
Yeah.
43.
56.
64. Nothing like making a cowboy movie in 2016. How is that not a winner?
What is the one thing we learned in film school? The Western is dead. There's some bitch slaps.
Yeah. That backhand was weak as fuck.
I think the guy hurt himself on it.
He would be the worst pimp. You ever smack a girl and she goes, that's fucking hilarious.
She'd be like, the dude I was with smacked me less hard than you.
I'm trying to imagine them hiring 7 samurais in this movie instead of cowboys, and all the samurais just get shot immediately. Like, why did you think that would work?
They didn't even have armor in the last movie.
That guy was naked. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, that's old man.
Go to the border. Guns are plentiful there.
In America.
Charles Bronson. Like, that's a manly ass name.
Dude, it's amazing how they managed to make a character look distinct in the Wild West when everyone dressed the exact same. Complete black, bald.
Dude, that guy's one-handing a shotgun. If you one-hand a shotgun, you have pure testosterone in your body.
And a broken arm.
It's almost like they're props.
So that guy in the black hat is the leader of the Seven in this version.
Oh shit, he's Hanbei? I'm trying to remember all the names from the Japanese one.
He shot his cigar.
He's got a second one. Backup cigar.
Of course, when one gets shot off in battle. Actor's name is Yul Brynner. The character's name, Chris Adams. The most American version of that character they could make.
He went from being Kanbei Shimada to Chris
Adams.
Adams.
Chris Adams.
Hi, my name is Tim American.
Ah, yes, assless chaps, the only good attire.
Chris Adams, a veteran Cajun gunslinger.
Yeah, he's Cajun.
I don't know. I mean, to be fair, the actor's name is
Yul.
Yul Brynner with a Y.
Yep.
Russian.
Russian American
Yep.
playing a Cajun.
Playing a Cajun, playing an American. Chris Adams playing a Japanese man. Race? Who gives a shit?
He's still not white. That Wells Fargo? Like the bank?
Like the bank.
Yeah, they've been around for forever, dude.
This is old time where the stores are just named after what they are. My favorite store, Drugs and Medicines.
I love going drugs and medicines for drugs and medicines.
Oh, I love tobacco and cigars.
Oh, I can get tobacco and cigars there.
Why don't we do that now?
We should do that now with all of our stores.
Dude, grocery stores, food.
Food!
I'd go to food for food.
Oof, what a good day for a Cajun man like me.
To be an American.
Nowadays, men are cheaper than guns.
Will you go? It will be a blessing if you came to help us.
These guys right here, the Mexicans trying to hire a Russian-American Cajun man, Yul Brynner. The grief and despair and fear in Yohai and Manzo and the others that went to hire the samurai
Isn't there?
was palpable.
Yep, it was powerful.
These guys are like, hey, can you, like, come down for the weekend?
There's this big jackass that keeps smacking us around lightly in the
Yeah,
face.
could you just, come down? Like, but with, like, Yohai and Manzo, it was like,
They
if
were
you do not
crying,
come, we
dude.
are going to die. We're going to starve this coming winter.
No tricks now, Chris.
All right, so he's the one who doesn't fall for the trick. So let's see. That's Brad Dexter as Harry Luck.
Harry, look!
Oh, Harry, please don't understand me so fast.
I said, never
He
mind.
sounds Russian.
Yes, he does.
He's letting it slip when he doesn't pay too much attention to it.
Harry, please don't understand me.
Yeah, like he's mostly American, and then he'll just start to let it fall.
Guys, it's just his Cajun accent.
Cajun, Russia, basically the exact same thing.
They both have an A in it.
Hey,
I got $2.
Wow, that's like $1 million back in the day.
I like that he's got on assless chaps to hide the fact that he's just wearing jeans.
Regular.
Modern jeans.
Yum.
All right, so that's 2. We need. They're the Magnificent 2.
That's not what that number in his hand indicated, is it?
I don't know.
I'm number 2 of the 7.
Card carrying member. They got to get some gold rings and some pamphlets and some baseball hats.
There's Bronson.
He's also got pants.
Kept the axe cutting thing. Nice.
I'm a fan of
They
Harry.
even kept him grabbing at his weapon when he was approached.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember when?
Yep.
Yeah.
He moved his sword to the other side.
Yep. Interesting.
They borrowed that scene verbatim. I think it really works in the cowboy context, too.
So that is Bernardo O'Reilly, switched, I believe, from Heihachi Heishida. Yeah, they sound about the same
About
same
the
name.
exact same, yeah.
Oh, this is the duel scene. Remember?
Ooh, no way.
Definitely. I'm amazed at how faithful they're being to some of these recruitments.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
I like it. They're changing what they do or what they need to make it the cowboy version, but they're keeping a lot of the ethos of it.
You've got the guy splitting wood. You've got the one who doesn't fall for the test, and now you've got a duel being witnessed by.
By the guys who need guys who can duel.
Oh, he's a knife guy.
No way, we got a knife guy? Fucking love knife guys.
It's the best Shane Black movie.
Oh, here he comes. He's gonna get what his comeuppance coming
Don't
to
bring
him.
a knife guy to a gun guy fight.
I love the premise that each of the 7 has their own gimmick. Because
That is
all the
pretty cool.
7 of the last one were very similar.
That
in
was
terms
one of the
style.
problems we had with telling apart Kaiuzo, Heihachi, and Gorobai.
Because like the main
Gorobei.
character is set apart, the main leader is set apart, and like
We had the main
badass
leader,
is set apart.
the young guy,
Yep.
the inexperienced one.
But some of the like 3 or 4 left that kind of died at the end, they all kind of blended together.
Yeah.
Whereas if you give them all their own thing, it's easier to remember them apart.
Heihachi and Gorabai, especially, for me, ran together, and I could not keep them straight in my mind.
Brett? Chris?
Everyone knows Chris Adams?
Chris Adams.
Son of a bitch. The most American man alive. From Russia, Cajun.
Brit,
From Russian Cajun with love.
Brit, Chris, Kayuzo, Kanbei.
All right, you're in.
Drunk failure,
I've been looking for you.
Uh-oh. What do
Kikuyama.
we got here?
Oh,
Never
so
mind.
that guy's drunk failure. I thought he was the guy who's trying to like be a samurai with the guy, like wants to
Like, it's
train.
like Katsushiro and Kikushio.
Yeah, the Padawan guy. That's not him?
I don't know. Because I also know that they tried to almost kick Katsushiro off the team, remember? They were like, you're too young. There's no time. You're on the team.
Maybe they're amalgamating the two and making new characters.
I wouldn't be surprised, especially because, like, there isn't really a way to do Kikuchio's arc.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like we said in Seven Samurai, Cowboy isn't really a rank or an honor code.
Yeah, it's just a guy with a gun who can shoot well. Samurai is like this whole thing you have to train to be.
Yeah, Katsushiro's arc makes more sense where he's the young and experienced one who's trying to prove himself.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Although you could still do that, just to less consequence in this movie. I think that would also solve a problem I have with the original. Not that there's many problems. The original's fucking 9 out of 10. But the young guy is not very developed until he has the love interest. He's very kind of flat.
Yeah, he's only there to be like the one that gets a girl. Chris, Harry, Britt, and I believe this is Chico.
What about
Play-
Bernardo? We have Bernardo.
Oh,
as
we have
well.
Bernardo too. So we're missing Vin Tanner,
Who was the last guy?
played by Steve McQueen.
Of course,
Yes,
of course.
Lightning McQueen's dad.
And the last guy, Lee.
Bernardo Lee.
I love the American version so much.
5.
Oh, he's holding up the amount. That's really funny. He actually is.
So they're really playing up how cool each of the heroes are, which I do like. But they're also losing what Mud mentioned earlier, how desperate the village is, because the village is okay.
This movie had several sequels,
Yeah,
which
it did.
confuses me. Does that mean it's not going to end how Seven Samurai ended?
Maybe. I mean, it'll probably end in some deaths, but
Do we get different
we
Seven?
probably get different or different guys from
How do you
the
have
7.
sequels to this movie? The bandits are back. That means you didn't do your job. Oh, there's a drunk failure cowboy.
Is that him?
Definitely.
Because he's following them. Makes sense. Oh, that's Steve McQueen to his left, right there. His
That guy right there?
Yeah, that guy. That's Steve McQueen.
Oh, fucking.
Oh, he was the first guy they grabbed.
Vin Tanner. That's him. We're so stupid.
We completely, you know why? It's because he didn't get like a little real like introduction.
So far, my favorite character is still the main guy, the Chris Adams,
Cajun American
Cajun American Russian man.
This is the fish catching scene.
He caught a fish. Oh, he caught 2 fish.
Wow, he's not torturing it, stabbing it, and burning it.
Oh, this is interesting. They're recontextualizing him following him to him proving himself. He rode ahead and caught them all food.
I like that better, if I'm being honest.
So I'm guessing since Steve McQueen didn't have like an intro similar to the ones of the samurai, he's probably the 7th one that they made to make up for the fact that they amalgamated the other 2. Because he's just kind of there.
So who is the 7th guy? Did we get him yet?
Yeah, he was the kid on the
Yeah,
road
it's
that
the
they picked
kid.
up.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
they-
the same kid. Wait,
yeah.
okay, so let's list the 7. We got
All right.
the main guy.
We got Cajun man, Russian.
Mm-hmm.
We got Krabs guy. That's Steve McQueen.
Yep.
Knife guy.
Yep.
Knife guy, burgers and fries. The wood chopping guy.
Yep. Bronson.
Yep. The kid who was following them. Dude who looks like he should be in a barbershop quartet.
And then Luck. So not all are fully developed, since we can only remember one minor detail about them.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, that's also true of the samurai.
White men in the 60s are my favorite. They all just look so sad.
Ooh, I didn't think about it. It's very much white savior times 7.
It's 7
'Cause
white
this
saviors.
whole village is like Mexican.
Well, no, one of them's Russian.
Russia's white.
Cajun.
Yeah, he's supposed to be Cajun, who's not white.
I'm floored by how much.
They've used from that movie.
I want to say I'm appreciative of it. I'm
Me
not
too.
like
I'm
how
not
dare
floored. The movie's based off of the movie.
they. I know, but like I thought it was just gonna be like basic plot points, not like exact same recruitments, similar set pieces,
I'm in the same boat. I thought it would just take the premise and do nothing else.
like
the movie
broad
did.
strokes, you know?
Yeah.
I kind of want to watch the Chris Pratt one now to see how much it actually takes.
Oh wow, I don't want to do that.
Like not now, but like eventually.
Someone can dealer's choice it, but I'm not throwing it in a thon.
This is the first time I've ever been in a town where there's no girls at all.
Ah, so the rape subplot's been pulled out. Sorry, that was a little blunt. The worry
The forced sex subplot.
the worry that the cowboys are gonna fuck all the daughters subplot.
I feel like this movie, on the whole, is gonna be a lot later than the Kurosawa movie.
Definitely.
The only thing about this that I'm concerned about is Kikuchi was like the deepest narrative character last time, and I feel like we might not get as much of that in this, and I'm actually scared
I
about
agree.
that.
I think it's all centralizing around the leader.
Yeah,
Chris
I think so too.
Adams.
Chris
You're
Adams.
goddamn right.
It should fucking go around Charles Bronson because he's the manliest man who ever manned.
That dude's just wearing denim everything.
Oh my god, Chris Adams, not using that character's name, is Denzel Washington in the 2016 one.
No fucking way.
I'm not even kidding.
Wait, then who's Chris Pratt?
I don't fucking care. Ethan Hawke as Goodnight Robichaux, a Cajun former
That's a
Confederate
fucking
soldier.
Wait, Ethan Hawke. That's a fucking Bond girl name.
Alright, I'm gonna stop looking at the 2016 version. I can't. It's too funny.
I'm gonna.
If he rides in with no idea of the reception we can prepare for him,
We wait for a winter to kill enemy. I bet that they were making this movie and Chris Adams was meant to just be an American. And they were like, what's up with his accent? One of the producers was like, hey, he's Cajun.
Call him Cajun in the poster.
It's like how Tommy Wiseau says he's from fucking Greece.
New Orleans.
He's from Greece.
But they're starting to train the village to defend themselves.
Yep.
Just like that episode of Mandalorian. What the fuck? Everyone rips off Mandalorian. Disney gets royalties on Magnificent Seven and Seven Samurai for
And
ripping them
Magnificent
off.
Seven.
And the new one. with
And all the
Pratt.
sequels that are different sevens.
Yep, all those. They build a wall 2 feet high and that'll stop all the bandits.
Dude, I don't know if I could jump over that. Could you?
I mean, I'd approach that wall on a horse and I'd be like, whoa, Nelly.
You know what this movie has that Seven Samurai doesn't? Hair.
Oh my god, they don't all look ridiculous.
Hair on top of their head, where it belongs.
Was this before or after the gold rush? It could be during. I think that was Cowboy Times, maybe.
I'm pretty sure it was. Pretty sure that was the point of Cowboys. Oh, this is the daughter scene.
Oh.
So there are women in the village.
Oh, baby.
They hid the women from the white men, which is a very valid thing to do.
Especially in the 60s.
Ah, but this movie is about white men, so they're going to win and take all of the women.
I like the music in this one a lot.
Both movies have killer soundtracks.
It's a very adventurous soundtrack.
Holy shit, a woman.
It's been so lonely.
Again with the terrible slaps.
Let me go. Oh, she bite me.
Wow, such chemistry. They're gonna fall in love.
You can see his dick. Assless chaps guy.
Oh my god. I think he might need a second holster.
Good for him.
Do you think the cameraman noticed and was like, oh, I probably just shouldn't say anything. We're gonna keep it in.
I don't think anyone noticed.
How do you not notice?
Oh, please don't show me your dick again.
That's why the post is there.
We didn't notice it until after the women came. Do you think that's a coincidence?
Maybe that's why they need to keep the women away. So this is definitely the first really big original scene because the leaders never met.
They're not hiding. So this one's way faster paced than the other one.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
fucking half the runtime.
If God didn't want them sheared, he would not have made them sheep.
Ooh, good line.
Very good line.
I feel like for the first 50 minutes to an hour, this movie is very faithful to Seven Samurai.
it's gonna start breaking off a little bit. But
It's gonna
also-
start breaking
it'll
off.
still parallel.
I feel like the hot take, the final fight is gonna be wildly different. I don't think they're gonna use the same.
Has to be.
I
And
think
it's
it's
not
gonna-
going to be melee.
I think it's gonna be more entertaining because cowboy shit's fucking.
I
dope.
agree. I don't think they're gonna do that tactic of horses come in, they trick them a million times in a row.
Well, I mean, everyone in this movie is armed. A big deal in Seven Samurai was getting the guns away from the bad guys.
Yep.
Everybody's fucking strapped in this movie.
Ooh, look at that
huh?
shit.
Oh, you fan the hammer. He did the thing. He did
So
the thing.
unexpected. That was awesome.
Tables cannot stop bullets, god damn it.
We'll tear them to pieces. We'll bury them all.
Hyping themselves up after they won one fight.
You know what these movies remind me of?
What?
Bug's Life. It's the exact same thing, actually. And they hire the fucking group outside. Bug's Life follows the Seven Samurai formula. Can't shoot all four of us at the same time.
You kinda can.
Kid, you might have been hurt.
So might you?
It's not the same thing.
I'm here to get hurt.
Yes.
I'm Charles Bronson. If
Look
they
at my
shoot-
body. I
If
can
they
take so
shoot
many
me,
hits.
I'll be fine. That's Charles Bronson. He's immortal.
He's dead in real life.
Fuck. Listen here, kids. I'm gonna tell you once, and I'm gonna tell you real quiet. I like denim. Is he gonna die like he did in the last one? Because
Definitely.
because the young kid that got the love
The
interest
young
didn't
kid
die.
lived, but Kikuchiyo
But
lost.
they're the same
Right.
character.
I think he's
so-
got to die.
He's both characters, and less interesting than both of them,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Well, I think that's because they're trying to split the difference and do both.
I don't think he's interesting in either areas, really. Or
Yeah.
remotely interesting. I think he's the worst character.
I think his personality really wildly flip-flops because
Yeah.
Kikuchiyo and Katsushiro
We're opposites.
opposites. One of them was like this noble kid trying to be a samurai. The other one was this loudmouth rogue
Yep.
trying to pretend to be a samurai.
I feel like they basically took Akira Kurosawa's and took out the whole middle, and just took the intro of getting them together and the end fight and just are meshing them together.
I'm having a problem with the same thing that I had the problem with a little bit last time. Yes, all of these cowboys are different, but we really don't know anything about them still.
I know they have some scenes where they sit down and exposit a little bit, but it's
But
nothing.
it's not interesting.
It's not. It's just surface level.
Yeah.
That's funny. I thought I would like these characters better than the last ones. I don't.
Well, see, they're supposed to be more identifiable, I guess, because we're white men.
Okay, but
like,
aside from them being our race, is that really gonna like add to their characters more?
no, but like I felt like with the cowboy stuff, like that's something as a culture we identify more with than samurais.
I think it's because the samurais we saw, because it was so slowly paced, we saw more of how they were planning on defending the village.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the whole middle, not the whole middle,
Oh,
but
he
a
missed
lot of
the
the middle
movie.
part of the last movie has been cut out for this movie.
Yeah.
So they've really just gotten the first hour, and it looks like they're getting the last hour of that movie and kind of joining it together in a kind of not a speed run, but a very quickened version.
And it leaves the village itself underdeveloped. The reason that we were able to really empathize towards the end is because on
I-
top of the 7, we really did know the village.
Yeah, we knew Yoshai, we knew Shino, we knew
Monzo, like
Manta.
we really understood their struggle.
Yeah. And Old Man. Where's Old Man in this?
Where's
fucking
the old
movie?
man? His
You
name
know?
was Old Man. Like, oh, these 3 kids won't leave.
Charles Bronson alone.
That's funny. It's not an emotional thing. It's just funny.
If one of the kids dies and Charles Bronson gets upset, or if Charles Bronson dies and the kids gets upset, it would be an emotional thing because we've gotten more of it during the movie.
Yeah, but we don't really know that much about the kids, so we're just like, oh, it's funny. They're not leaving this gruff, jagged man alone.
They're not leaving this man made of jeans alone.
I can kill the first man who so much as whispers a word about giving up.
Half of that was American.
If he dies, he dies.
They're not men you can impress easily, oh no.
Why does she like him?
I don't know why she likes him at all.
All right, just making it clear because last time we got a complete understanding why
He
she
kidnapped
liked him.
her. She's into that. You know how white males in Hollywood are. Girls want guys who can beat them up and kidnap them.
Wherever they go, Crispin, Bit, the others, I go with them.
But I love you after we've shared no conversations.
She's just there to listen and get fucked.
So in Hollywood, the trope of a man and a woman on screen meet at all, therefore they're in love now. That didn't exist in Seven Samurai, did it? Because it wasn't fucking America, huh?
Nope.
No.
Because there was no dumb
Katsushiro and
shit.
Shino had like a genuine like
Had a genuine connection.
And they showed it.
And she called him a bitch at one point because he was being a pussy.
yeah,
Yep.
she was like, be a real fucking samurai.
She's like, be a real man, be a real samurai.
And then she got the fuck beat out of her for having consensual sex. I'm not knocking it. I'm not going to be one of those people who like blindly uses today's politics to judge a movie made in the 60s.
If it takes place in that time period, it's accurately representing that time period.
Yeah.
A time period and culture. We
I'm
don't
not gonna judge this movie for using racial slurs against Native Americans.
Yeah, they did say engine lover, which was just wild.
No, it means you love engines of cars.
That's me.
Yep, train
Um,
engines, because cars didn't exist. That's the one thing I like about older Hollywood, is the music isn't generic shit, and most of the time it's just really good.
Yeah, they actually make interesting scores.
They don't just use freemusic.com.
All they care about is their precious crops and the miserable dirt they dig in.
And now he's just an asshole to the villagers, even though he fucked one of them or whatever.
So I don't hate this version. I think it does a lot well.
I don't hate it, but it's definitely infinitely worse than the last one.
I wouldn't say infinitely worse. I will say it's the inferior version.
Oh, 100%.
He just stood up. That was awesome.
Great.
It's 40 versus 7 in theory, and we're actually seeing that the 7 can take on all 40.
Seven Samurai didn't say that they were magnificent. How magnificent are these 7?
7 cowboys. And he's dead.
'Cause,
Thanks, Harry.
They're dropping like flies. Now, granted, they're good at shooting, but
Harry got his ass kicked.
yeah.
He's just standing up going bing, 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 bing. Like,
No!
No!
How did the denim not save you?
Sex.
see, This death has no emotional impact.
I am inclined to agree.
I don't even remember this character's fucking name.
Breaking a lot of windows.
Well, you gotta shoot through them.
They're doing the Red Dead Redemption hide in the house and kill all the guys tactic.
Wait, Barbershop Quartet's still alive?
Yeah, that was the other dude that wasn't interesting.
Ah! So I'm still confused.
That guy's gonna get killed by the leader, Barbershop Quartet guy. Because the leader ran away before. Done. Boom. Got
What
it.
the fuck happened to him?
He just got shot by the leader,
And
I
he's
assume.
just hugging the wall.
Oh man, they killed the second least interesting character. Yeah, Charles, you got him.
Leader's death looks to be as unceremonious as it was in Seven Samurai.
Seven Samurai's action is great. This action is also pretty fucking great, I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of weird too, why their plan, because they're borrowing the same plan as Seven Samurai. Why hire 7 cowboys when you could just buy 7 guns? You know what I
They're
mean?
not as good with guns as the Cowboys
Did you
are.
see that guy just killed 5 dudes with those 6 shots?
He's been shot a couple times. Oh my, No!
Bronson, no!
One more shot.
But he saved them. One more time. That's so sweet.
Do you think one of the kids is going to take off his denim and wear it in honor? That death was pretty good with the kids. The character no one cares about, the other character no one cares about, and then Knife Guy, who we didn't really know a lot about, but he was at least remotely interesting.
He was. I liked the Knife Guy's character, even though it was minimal.
It was also just such in rapid succession. Again, in Seven Samurai, the samurai's deaths were spaced out enough that
have
you
a
could
knife
really
just like
feel
that.
you could really feel the loss and the weight of each loss. Like shit, we have one less defender for the village, you know? So I wonder if they're gonna have another chat about how they didn't win the fight and how it's really the peasants who won.
No, it's going to cut the credits.
Only the farmers have won.
Oh, there it is. They switched it so it's the elder telling the cowboys that only the farmers won. Whereas in Seven Samurai, it was the survivors reflecting on the fact that even though they'd survived the fight, they'd still lost.
The whole idea of it being like a Hollywood movie is that the heroes are heroic and the heroes are basking in their glory. Whereas the Japanese version, the heroes are realizing their loss.
Individualism versus collectivism.
They've lost because, like, you know, they've grown attached to the village, but the village doesn't need them anymore, so they need to just go on.
I don't know if you noticed that character who isn't as good as the other 2 characters has an ascot on now, just like Steve McQueen.
That's pretty cool. That's showing him transitioning into the role of cowboy.
She's so heartbroken because that guy who kidnapped her and said nothing else. Was,
2 scenes. And then he kind of whinged at her for
and
like...
then they made out.
She said nothing that entire scene.
If he says I'm staying, I'm docking the movie a whole point.
Be a man and go with them. Come on, you got this. Oh, okay. He's getting permission. He
I'm
nodded.
still docking.
Son, you can go get some coochie. You've earned
They
it.
had nothing in common. They had nothing all movie.
Hey, babe, want to get kidnapped again?
Woo-wee! Sure do, Mr. Cowboy Man.
They had no chemistry. Man and woman on screen. I can sense that you're here. They held up the cue card and I turned to you.
Yay, I'm so excited. The guy who assaulted me, fucking put me down, yelled at me.
Bitched at me about his problems.
And then I didn't say a fucking word. I just stuck my tongue in his mouth.
What a real man. I know we've been shitting out a lot, but I do like how the last 2 walking away are the main 2 that pulled the team together in the first place.
Released through.
I don't get me wrong. We have been comparing it to the other one, and it's not as good, but it's not bad.
Oh yeah, no, this is a good movie.
I do. Yeah, I agree. I
That
think it's
being
solid.
said, because we're giving it out of 10s, we've talked about our criticisms throughout the whole thing, so I'm going to keep it brief. Definitely not as good. Has parts that I do really enjoy. I really enjoy the gunfighting because I love cowboy fight. At the end of the day, this does lack the character depth and character emotion, but I still enjoyed myself. That being said, I cannot give it more than a 6 or a 7. It really failed emotionally for me.
I'd lean more toward. Oh, sorry, I'm dealer's choice. I got less.
Hi, yeah. Excuse you. Yeah, no, there's definitely some lacking character depth here, and the village just isn't as fleshed out either. 10 times out of 10, I'd rather watch Seven Samurai than
agree.
Magnificent Seven.
And it's an hour and a half longer, and I'd
It's
rather
an
watch
hour
it.
and a half longer, but I credit to this movie. It's very brief. This was a 2-hour film.
I
Felt like
agree.
we were here for an hour and 20.
Pacing's phenomenal.
Pacing's phenomenal. But Seven Samurai doesn't have bad pacing either. But this movie's pacing really good.
This makes me retroactively like Seventh Samurai more. Actually.
That's good. I gave Seven Samurai a 10 because I think that movie's near fucking perfection. This movie, I'm probably gonna give it an 8, maybe edging towards 9 if I watched it again to really sink my teeth into it. But it's still absolutely, definitely, I can see this being gold tier Western. It deserves all the praise. I definitely think this is one of the best Westerns I've ever seen. So 8 out of 10. Jake?
I am caught between a 7 and an 8. If I had to choose, I'd lean more towards 7. That being said, I really did enjoy it.
Yeah,
I
no,
think
it's a good movie.
It's great.
I just think emotionally payoff wise, it's just.
Yeah, the emotional investment is not as heavy as it is in
And that's
Seven
why
Samurai.
I love the other
I
ones
agree.
so
I
much.
think that they didn't really establish the village's need as much. They really glossed over it with one scene at the beginning where he fake smacked him a couple times.
I think that's the culture thing too. As to go back on like Hollywood versus why are we supposed to care about them? They're not the heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We see that village in fucking despair
Yeah.
in Seven Samurai.
Seven Samurai, if anything, has less of that culture awareness since everyone's all Japanese in that movie.
Yep.
So there's no divide between them. Whereas in this movie,
There is.
there kind of is, but they either don't play it up enough or don't address it enough for it to warrant being in the movie. You
Yep.
know what I mean? Like
I
it
agree.
either shouldn't be there or should be there and addressed, and it's there and it's not addressed. So if I had to rewatch it, the action, I would go Magnificent Seven. I prefer. The
I love
gunfights.
Cowboy Action Dog.
I like the sword fights towards the beginning of Seven Samurai, but the end fight got a little kind of janky.
It's hack and slash.
Hack and
yeah.
slash, kind of not really as like methodical and fun. Whereas this is just 100% fun. And what's really weird too, on top of that, is that this movie is what got 3 sequels, a TV show, and a remake. Seven Samurai, I would rather see a franchise spawn out of that movie.
It's funny though because you look at Seven Samurai's Wikipedia page and it's just here's all the movies that take influence from Seven Samurai.
Straight up.
You know what though? I would rather make one movie that doesn't get 50 billion shit sequels and shit.
I agree
But
with
I would
Ian.
rather make that one movie that influences so many things than make a movie that has dummy success and it's fucking big sequels and a shitty remake. Like I'd rather make that one influential masterpiece.
There's a clear winner here, but that doesn't necessarily
doesn't mean the
make
other one's
Mag
bad.
7 a loser.
No.
So to sum up why I picked them, this is exactly the discussion I wanted to have. I wanted to compare and contrast these and see which country, A, but B, set of directors and writers and actors did this story better. And I'm really glad the story was really more similar than I thought it would be between them.
Oh yeah.
So we can really kind of go point for point and see what's up. I think we all agree Seven Samurai
Seven
is predominantly the clear winner.
10 times out of 10
You
I'd
know what
rather watch
makes
Seven
me
Samurai.
interested that this one has the sequels and the other one doesn't? Toho made the other one, and Toho's known for shitting out garbage.
You mean Godzilla garbage?
Yeah, but that's what they're known for, making a bunch of different things based off their thing that made success.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Godzilla's
So I'm
still going to
surprised.
this day.
Yeah.
All right, and with that
Yeah, I think even Toho was making Godzilla movies, not American popularized ones as well.
Exactly.
So,
So with that,
Ian.
oh my god, I get to recommend my bangers. All right, so I want to give a little bit of precursor. Ian Mello, the precursor legacy for these 2 fucking movies. One of them is like highly regarded. It was nominated for Best Picture.
Okay.
Like, straight up, fantastic acting. I believe all of us have seen it, but I'm not actually sure.
Oh. So it might be a recent thing.
Absolute banger.
Okay.
The other one is also a straight up banger for a completely different reason.
oh no.
It's also a movie none of us have seen, and it's a legend amongst us because we're watching Her and Jexy, the hit parody film. That's the connection.
Fucking serious?
Yeah, the last Bond, you went, someone better dealer's choice Jexy, and I just went, yup, wouldn't that be funny? I was doing it.
I'm gonna throw up.
Holy shit!
So we're watching Academy Award nominated and winning, but not Best Picture. Joaquin Phoenix, Her, but also Jexy.